My name is Deenath Vithanage, and this is my presentation on strategy and case analysis assessment 1. So in this presentation, I'm going to speak about how strategy is being the key in a business, whereas leadership and hard like goes in hand in hand, and luck might be useful. And also I'll be speaking on how strategy would make or break a firm. To start off, strategy is deliberately choosing a different set of activities to deliver a unique mix of value. Whereas, in my point of view, the strategy is about utilizing your resources to gain uniqueness in your business or a product where you'll be able to gain competitive advantage and thrive for success. So, an effective strategy will help an organization to stand out and gain success. So the best example for that is Toyota. Being an organization started back in 1930s, still fighting with and leading the market with companies like Tesla, which was like newly born in a very and you name it, everything's in Tesla, but still Toyota has their strategy which they were continuously improving. That's why it's called the continuous improvement strategy. So even though Toyota started back in 1930s, by now they have the electric cars as Tesla, because if you take the 1930s models that Toyota had, and then when you count like 2005-8, when there was a world recession, people were asking for fuel efficient vehicles. Then Toyota changed the strategy for fuel efficient vehicles, and when it comes like 2014-15, people were moving to hybrids, and Toyota was the first to put out hybrids. And also another example, when Lamborghinis and when all those sport vehicles was coming out from different vehicle brands, even Toyota put out their sport vehicles like the Toyota Supra, still legendary. So that's how Toyota was continuously improving their strategies, and that's how they were utilizing their resources effectively and gaining that, and that was how Toyota was gaining their competitive advantage in the vehicle industry. So I'm a petrolhead, so I'm so much into the vehicle industry. So one of the best examples I could take to explain about strategy is Toyota. So as per Michael Porter's position view, like outside in view positioning helps a business to gain competitive advantage after researching on things like the bargaining power of the suppliers, bargaining power of the buyers, and then like threat of new entrants, then the threat of substitutes. So again, I'll be taking Toyota as an example. So the metrics which I have shown by Michael Porter, so in that you see Toyota under cost leadership. Cost leadership is where you give out products which are like low cost but for a broader market. Differentiation next to that is a unique product to a broader market. Then cost focus is like it's a low cost product but to a particular niche market. So the reason I put Ford there is like, if you take in UK, Ford is really famous, Ford Focus, Ford Mondeo, but when it comes to the Asian region, Ford's not that famous. But whereas Toyota, it is like, no matter whether it's the west or the east or southwest, everywhere everybody knows and everybody uses it with much reliability. So Rolls-Royce in differentiation focus, because they have a unique product for a niche market, like the billionaires in the world. So as a business, when you want to have your strategy and when you want to position your brand in a matrix like this, the microporter's position view helps you a lot, because you could have a outside view from within the organization and identify where you want your brand to be. So Toyota wanted their brand to be in the cost leadership. Tesla wanted it to be in differentiation. That's different strategy levels that they have. So the inside out view positioning. So this is where you as a firm identifies the skills of your employees and identify the resources and identify the strengths and the opportunities that you have within your business, and then use them to build your strategies. So the VRI framework is V stand for valuable, R, so valuable is like how your business or your products add values to your customers. Rare, how hard is it is to find globally. Immutable is the difficulty to find a substitute. And organization is how organized your company structure is and your processes, systems and all. So the example that I've taken is Tesla. So if you take Tesla, like as per the table which I've shown, they have a global presence. So like it's really valuable. Like Tesla is a globally like presented brand, which is like really valuable. But it's not rare, because there's like so many other vehicle brands out there with global presence, which is not, so it's not rare. But the innovative technology that Tesla is using, is it valuable? Yes, of course it's valuable. Is it rare? Yes, it is rare, because it's hard to find a self-driven vehicle like the Tesla Model S or the Tesla 3. And is it immutable? Yeah, it's difficult to find a substitute. You could find 1001 electric cars, but you cannot find a self-driven electric car. And the organization, so a small example, there was a time where Tesla could not meet the deadlines to their customers. So during that time, in order to manage and in order to have effective systems and processes implemented in Tesla, Elon Musk was sleeping overnight in their factory. So that's how hard Elon Musk worked to like organize Tesla. So because like it's valuable, rare, immutable and organization, it's a sustainable competitive advantage for Tesla, which is like the best strategy. Like it's like one of the best strategies that a business could come up with. So when it comes to customer service, yeah, it's valuable, because you should not speak to dealers but directly speak to Tesla and get your vehicles ordered. Is it rare? Yeah, it's rare. You don't get the service like that anywhere else. But substitutes, yes, Rolls-Royce, their customer service is top notch as well. So there, Tesla is having a temporary competitive advantage. Emergent strategies introduced by Henry Mintzberg. So as for Sobieski 2020, emergent strategy is a strategy that arises through unplanned actions and initiatives within an organization. So this could lead due to market changes. So because like when there are unexpected changes in the market or the industry, organizations address those and make quick changes. And another reason is the economic fluctuations. So changing the economic conditions. We'll say like in a recession period, you need to act fast and play your cards, to come out, do different kind of strategies to sustain during the recession and come out of it. And new ideas. So new ideas are the ideas that are generated through your employees, through the people who you have currently hired in your business. So the diagram which I have shown there, and the example I've taken is Netflix. So the Netflix's intended strategy was to rent out DVDs, but with time, a number of competitors was entering when they saw the success of the business. So that became unrealized strategy. But while they repeatedly still, renting out and streaming videos and films in Netflix for people to buy or rent it out, while doing that, Netflix had an emergent strategy where they were targeting their own their self-owned films and series. So up to now, Netflix is earning more money through their own made uh, TV series and films. So that's the emergent strategy for Netflix. So that's why Netflix is where it is today. So both the deliberate strategy and the emergent strategy together makes the realized strategy and gives an effective strategy to your business as well like Netflix. So everyone, strategy, a right strategy will thrive your business for success. No matter how good leaders you have, no matter how much you invest on your employees or your resources, if you don't have a proper strategy, it will be a waste. Because when you run a business, you will not get bad leaders. You will always try to get the good leaders. But to get the best of the good leaders, you need to have a good strategy placed. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you do not have a proper strategy, it's no matter how much you invest on your leaders, the leadership plays a huge role if your strategy is right. So, as explained in my presentation, you could stay in your business and check the outer market industry and then make your strategies, or else like study on your internal strengths and then build up your strategies. Or it could be an emergent strategy. It could be an action that leads to a strategy that's taken out of nowhere. So still, if you have the right strategy and everything falls in part, luck will play a role, but strategy is the key to thrive for success. Thank you.